So it's nearly 1 a.m. or 1:30 a.m. But before I go to bed, I just wanted to say that I realize now that my birthday is going to be in the middle of of a an epoch-defining global pandemic, and I'll be honest with you. Uh, Even though I might be used to living in a survival mindset, I can't help but feel scared that I might not make it to my 35th birthday. And I'm not even supposed to be alive if we're being honest. Because of my disability, because of the way cerebral palsy works, there's two extremes. There's being born, being born with, being born and developing the condition, and it's so severe that most most people born with the condition either don't make it past 5 years old, or if they do manage to make it to adolescence, they're going to need a lot of help with basic uh, with basic needs, basic necessities, basic uh, with the most basic tasks. I'm in that unique middle where I'm still disabled, but I'm not disabled enough to qualify for round the clock care or any other real method of assistance. I mean, I've been rejected uh, by the Social Security Administration for disability and SSDI for a total of 17 times, and from childhood up until I think my last attempt was like right after I graduated high school when I did it on my own in 2003. And I'll be honest, I mean, this year I was gonna go out and take a trip and celebrate a whole week in California and see my friends for the first time. And I really wanted to do it up big, as the kids say. You know, I really wanted to celebrate my birthday with my friends, and you know, and hope if it was if there was a possibility, even you know, get my you know have sex with someone that I cared about during that week. But with the global pandemic looming, and the U.S. not even seeing the worst of it until the next month and a half. I mean, I don't know what to. I really don't know what to hope for anymore. I mean, I'm hanging on because of my undying uh, devotion to this Twitch streamer that I follow, and, and that's only because we have a connect, we have a spark between us. There's a connection there that I genuinely want to hold on to, but outside of that, I don't have much else to look forward to, if we're being honest. I mean, yes, I'm employed, I have a long term contract, I have all that, but it pales in comparison to the fact that I still have to deal with the specter of having to guard my health, of having to guard my well being, both physical and mental. And I'll be honest with you, with everything else I have to be responsible for, there are days where I just don't want to get up and do anything. I just want to, go and say, fuck it, just leave me the hell alone and just let me sleep. That's how exhausted I am. But I still have to get up and I still have to get shit done because no one else is going to do it. Uh, and normally this would be the part where I'd say, well, I guess I gotta go get another job. But we're we're really close to, if we're being honest, we're really close to a lockdown here in Texas. and I don't see myself getting a job outside anywhere anytime soon, because I'm not going to risk what's left of my health just for an extra $2 an hour, if that. No, I mean, you know, the grocery stores can say all they want about how they're gonna need stockers and people who need to restock shelves and stuff like that, but those jobs are temporary, and like the Trump economy collapsed within the past 2 weeks. You know, those jobs are in the same level of precarity as the Trump economy overall. Because what this pandemic is showing people is that we really need to rethink uh, labor and the way things are done, because the way things were done before weren't working, and they were on the verge of a breakdown anyway. It's just that the pandemic just forced everything along much sooner than people expected. Because I already knew from last year that there was already a recession coming. But, you know, again, the pandemic forced everybody's hand much, much, much faster than anyone could have expected. And, you know, just like with all the jobs that are being lost right now, the oil markets, I mean, shit. Yesterday, the the Brent crude contracts for May were already down to like $20 a barrel, which I haven't seen that since I was a kid in the '90s, back when Bush and Clinton were bombing the shit out of Iraq every week. You know, this is back, you know, 90 from like 90 to about 97, 98. I can remember gas prices being a dollar 15, you know, and there was even during '99 when gas prices were as low as fuck, you know, 88 cents a gallon, you know, 89 cents a gallon, and you know, you had that's when you had people, you know, 15, 16-year olds, you know, they had beaters, they had, you know, junkers and shit. They'd be filling up with $15 and driving around just for shits and giggles. Kids don't do that anymore. I don't know if you've noticed, but kids don't cruise like my generation used to. And and if gas prices stay the way they are, where, you know, people are gonna want to take advantage of that, even though everybody's on lockdown or everybody's on stay at home, and you know, people are gonna want to take advantage of that no matter what. But you know, with gas prices that low, West Texas oil people are gonna lose a lot of money. They're gonna lose their shirts. They're gonna lose everything, and that's another thing we have to watch out for. Because if they can't make money, then the rest of the oil market is just gonna collapse. Because Russia and Saudi Arabia are just flooding the market with oil, and even though China's ramping back up after their COVID-19 trial, it's gonna take them a while to ramp back up to where they used to be, and even if they do, they're not gonna be able to soak up all the oil that's in the market. So even with all the slack and, you know, and all the demand, and you know, and everyone hoping that things get better soon, it's not going to get better anytime soon. That's just not how these things work. Pandemics last anywhere from 6 to 18 months, if that, and that's if every precaution is taken. Right now, the U.S. can't seem to get its shit straight on how to fix the initial shock of all of the employment that's being lost as a result of the lockdowns. You know, it's pretty simple. If you gave everybody $2,000 a month for 18 months until everything gets sorted, you would still have consumption, but you would still be able to keep everybody on lockdown because everybody would be able to order everything online. And, you know, that would save a lot of jobs, but at the same time, it would also decimate retail real estate and office space and corporate real estate. And but again, all of that is just inefficiency. And basically what this epidemic is doing is wiping away the inefficiency to get people to understand that the way things have been done were the worst ways to do things. And and by doing by putting more money back into the hands of people, people are gonna figure out what they need better than anyone else can. And it's just pretty simple. Uh, we're already generating more in output than we can ever hope to recover in wages. So let's just give all of that output and and back to the people, and just give them a straight, $2,000 a month, 2,500 a month to every American with no strings attached until this is and if you if everybody in Washington starts realizing, hey, this works better than any job program, this works better than any welfare, uh, then go ahead and keep it. But also understand that that doesn't mean that you give people universal basic income, but then you strip away other needs like healthcare and stuff like that. What that needs to be combined with is actual universal healthcare uh, and housing, because those are the three pillars of a functioning society: is healthcare, uh, wages, and housing. If you can secure all three things and still have money left over to direct to other pressing matters in the American budget, then by all means do it. I mean, this is not an issue of left or right. At this point, this is an issue of basic humanity and completely redoing the way things have been done. Because to be completely honest, this idea of bootstraps and Calvinism and work hard and work hard and you'll get rich, it's all bullshit designed to get you to work yourself to the bone for someone else and be happy with your lot in life. And that's bullshit to me. This Calvinist bullshit about uh, your the only your morality is tied to how much and how heavily you work is complete bullshit. Because I have known some of the laziest people that work that do the least amount of work, but get the most amount of output out of the little work that they do, while the hardest workers see the least in terms of wages and output for the work that they put in. So this Calvinist idea needs to die. Calvinism needs to die. Calvinism is the worst brain worm next to next. It's just poison. It's mental poison. This Calvinist work ethic bullshit is just poison. It's the same bullshit idea as American exceptionalism. If America was so fucking exceptional, why does it have the worst fucking healthcare in the world? Why do so many people live out on the streets and are homeless? If America was the greatest country in the world, if it was the greatest country in the world, why doesn't it take care of the poor? Why doesn't it take care of the sick? Why doesn't it take care of the most vulnerable people without having to put them through hoops just to prove that they need help? If you can obviously see that someone needs help, why not just give them the help? Why do you have to put them through all this bureaucratic bullshit just so they can get help? This is why I quit applying for Social Security, because I got put through so many hoops, even though it was plainly fucking obvious to anyone that could see that I needed help because I had a visible disability, and they still wouldn't help me. So I ask you, we can either take this pandemic as a lesson on what not to do and take steps to correct it, or we can recover from the pandemic 18 months from now, 24 months from now, and go back to the way things were, and nothing changes, and everyone starts from the same same plot in life that they were at before it started. And let me tell you, a lot of people's places in life when this started were already crap, and they're getting worse with every day that goes on during the pandemic. All I'm asking is for people to realize that right now, the people that have the power are the ones that are struggling the most. And all I'm asking you to do is to realize that you have that power and organize. And organize with everybody else around you that's in the same boat as you. We're all struggling. We're all trying to make it every day. But you just have to realize that, we're not fighting against each other anymore for the same brass ring. We're all in this together, and we can all have the brass ring if we work together.